to uARFIDwhatueat, a channel where we deal with some of the issues that somebody with avoidance restrictive food intake disorder deals with on a daily basis. My name is Chris. Today we're going to be talking about safe foods, and we're going to be talking about one of my favorite safe foods, the good old-fashioned French fry. French fries are tasty and they're crispy and cool. As long as I've had a memory, I have been eating French fries. They've been a predictable meal for me for so much of my life, and honestly, I don't think a single week has gone by in my entire life where I didn't have French fries at least one time. You can get French fries almost anywhere. If I'm in a town or a city or anything like that I've never been to and I'm not familiar with, you know what I can almost always depend on a local fast food place selling? It's these little things right here. I'll tell you about how I like my French fries. I like them nice and crispy, nice golden cooked, very thin, like that McDonald's style of French fry that you'll see. For the majority of my life, I did not eat French fries that had skin on them in any sort of way. Like this French fry right here, you can see the slightest touch of skin on it. That would have been too much for me once upon a time. I have come a long way on that, and I've slowly gotten used to it, but I still prefer no skin. Given the option. I prefer that they're not too oily, and that's why I also prefer my French fries a little bit cool. When they're too hot and they're too fresh, they tend to taste more like oil than they do French fries at all, which isn't appealing for me. Occasionally you'll get French fries that have these little brown parts at the end, or even green parts occasionally. Don't eat those. I don't like those. If I end up eating a French fry that has that little part on it, I'll just break that part off and just get rid of it. Appearance-wise, they're very small and predictable. I like that. When they start looking somewhat veiny, I don't want them. If they're too thick, I don't want them. If they're too dehydrated or gross, again, I like them very thin, small, crispy, predictable. They have like a decent smell to them too, like not bad at all. A nice crisp fry will have a perfect texture to me. I find that just right. Hard, but just enough give, enough that you'll get a bit of a crack if you take a bite out of that. A little crunch. Love that. Taste-wise, tastes great. Again, like I said, not every fry is created equal here. If they aren't crispy, they're not as good. If they're too squishy, not as good. If they have too much skin, not as good. Which I know can sound strange as I'm saying this, because when is a safe food not a safe food, right? And I will admit, there are times when I go to a place and get the French fries and I'm like, oh, fingers crossed, here we go, they're gonna be good. They're not good. And all of a sudden now I can't eat anything. Totally ruins the moment for me. I don't want anything on them. Don't put any weird truffle sauce or anything like that. Bits of parsley or something that people love to do. When you order something that's just plain, it just says what it is on the menu, then you get it and they spice it up with some extra additional ingredients that you didn't sign up for. It's the worst experience when you have ARFID. Because once it's interacting with other things, I don't want that anymore. Which is important as well. Plating is important. I like these fries on their side alone here. If this was on a plate with some other part of a meal, and that meal starts seeping into these fries, now that flavor is ruining my French fries. I don't want that. French fries too, part of what I love about them is they go with pretty much anything I make. If I'm having a meal and if I'm not sure about what the contents of that meal is, or if I'm nervous about a meal that I'm having, if I just get a little plate of French fries on the side there, it'll give me a good like escape route, you know? Say I'm like taking a bite of some new food that I don't like. Oh, it's gross, it's too much. You know what I can do? I can taper off that flavor by just diving into the French fries next to it. Going back to these dependable, reliable flavors, and my mind resets. It's like, oh, okay. But yeah, all in all, French fries, generally speaking, pretty awesome. Precious, delicious, amazing. Mwah. Well, anyways, this is uARFIDwhatueat. My name is Chris. I really appreciate you joining me today as I talk about one of my safe foods here. Yeah, thanks again for watching. I really appreciate your time. You have a great day, and thanks again. Hopefully we'll see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.